everyone, we are T1 and today we are on to share with you an interesting topic, life story real time. First, hello and Minh Châu, Trường Giang, Huy Hoàng, Nam Khánh, Yến Nhi, Thu Nga, Thúy Nga, and I. Now, now here's how our presentation will flow. Part 1 will share with you a few life stories about remarkable individual people who courage and resilience have changed the way in the world. Part 2, what makes life admirable? What the qualities that make us stop and say, wow, this is life worth living. And part 3 will have a mini game. Life story inspired, are powerful, they do not inspire, they transform. Today we will walk through together from a few life story of people who face adversity and realize their destiny. To begin this journey, let's meet someone who has no arm, no legs, and yet one of the whitest mind you will ever see. His name is Nick Bujic.
Nick Bujic was born with Asia Amelia syndrome, a rare disease that causes the lack of arm and leg. Bujic body was always the main subject of joke by his friend, causing the young Bujic to fall into a state of mental problem. And when he was 8 years old, Bujic wanted to commit suicide, and when he went there, he tried to drown himself in the bathroom. In the face of this fear, nothing can more like stepping from it and being a positive of offering. We tell ourselves we're not smart enough or attractive enough or talented enough to pursue our dream. He said, we believe that all the people say about us, then we can't limit on ourselves. Was when you think of yourself or that you can't limit on people.
This is before, slowly, step by step, or rather, movement by movement, Nick discovered what he could do. Nick drives his 2 toes on his left foot and know how to pick up objects with his toe. He started learning how to throw a tennis ball, get a glass of water, call his hand, as a first swim, and even skydive. At the age of 17, he began to invite to speak and found his own non-governmental organization, like Living. And today he became an inspirational speaker. He was traveling to 70 countries, spoken to millions of people. And when his time was set, he didn't say, look at me, I have no arms and no legs. He said, look at me, I have no arms and no legs, and I have no worries.
I wasn't ready.
I have no arms and no legs, but I'm very thankful that I have a little chicken drumstick head. People freak out when they see me for the first time. It's so cool. I was at a water slide, all by myself. Everyone always said the bottom of the slide is going up and waiting for other people to come down. Here I come and they're freaking out. They're like, and I was so tempted to look at myself and go, what happened? There were times where I sort of looked at my life and thinking, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. And you keep on concentrating on the things that you wish you had or the things that you wish you didn't have. And you sort of forget what you do have. And there's no point, I believe, in my life where I wish I had arms and legs, I wish I had arms and legs, I wish I had arms and legs, I wish I had arms and legs. What I've seen in life are just a couple of key principles. And the first thing that I've seen is to be thankful. It's hard to be thankful, man. I tell you, when I was 8 years old, I sort of summed up my life and thought, I'm never going to get married. I'm not going to have a job. I'm not going to have a life of purpose. What kind of a husband am I going to be if I can't even hold my wife's hand? It's a lie to think that you're not good enough. It's a lie to think that you're not worth anything. Freeze, I can't do my hands. I love life.
So as we carry Nick in our hearts, let us take another step into a man who was a prisoner but who was free to generation.
Not from the man just hope come to bondage. We need something, and we both can also will not overcome their chains and realities. This month, Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in a rural village of Basil in South Africa's Cape. From an early age, Mandela saw his own eyes poverty and the country under the apartheid system for like South Africans. Daily life was with their humiliation and possibilities from school to hospital. First to which were strictly separated with the whites by clean and well-found, while the black area were never influenced. They could not walk. Even the sit back after walking down a street to find like South Africa to carry a passport, a document that will explain why they are in here. Without it, they could be arrested or deported.
Mandela refused to accept this brutal resistance. At first, his strategy was peaceful protest, but the other time service violence. The turning point came in 1916 when the South African police opened fire on a peaceful protest in Shabobaw, killing 69 unarmed black demonstrators. For Mandela, this was proof that the government would never give up power. In 1962, Mandela was arrested and in the famous Barbarian trial of 1964. Mandela gave a speech that still echoes the history, have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities, but if need be, is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
And he suggests in a prison. They were sent to Robert's Island, whereas Zayas was brutal. Like my were forced to work short and saga every winter, while other prisoners who were chosen and shoes ornaments clothes at Robert Island, 1964. Prisoners were forced to break stone under the Scottish sun, and the eyesight was permanently damaged from years of working in the blinding rain of the gun turret.
Yet Mandela refused to be broken. He turned Robert Island into what he called a university of struggle. Prisoners study, debate, and talk one another, come to freedom and forgiveness. On February 11, 1990, after 7 years behind bars, Nelson Mandela walked free at age 22. His spirit was unshaken. There was still work to do. So instead of calling for payback, Mandela called on arrangement. He cooperated with South Africa white leader to end apartheid dispute.
He later said resentment is like between President and publicly with the enemies in 1994. South Africa now is not democratic. Election millions of black South Africans voting for the first time in their life stood in long lines for hours. And so Mandela ended apartheid not by punishing his enemies, but by inviting them to sit at the same table. From the prison of South Africa, let us travel thousands of kilometers east to Vietnam to a classroom where a little boy was in a different kind of prison. The prison is from It's the memories of a individual, the story of Tony Hawk, and the image of the boy holding the chalk pin. His tutor practicing writing in the school now is familiar to many generations of Vietnam students. Let me introduce you to Nguyễn Ngọc Kỳ. Nguyễn Ngọc Kỳ was born in 1947 in Khải Hậu, Nam Định. At the age of 4, after many days of high fever, he was no longer sick, but his two arms was unable to move. At the age of 7, he wanted to school, stood outside to listen to the teacher lecture and watched his classmates study. When he got home, he started practicing writing with feet. At first, controlling his to form letters and holding the pen was a first challenge. His wrist would come up, the paper would get from the ink was burned. Gradually, he could write the H letter. Not only that, he could also draw pictures with a ruler and compass.
Thanks to his determination, he was allowed to go to school and become an excellent student. In 1963, he ranked 5th national in mathematics. Encouraged by friends, he tried to study little angel. Despite serious health issues, he completed his degree in mathematics. 17 and published his first autobiographical book written by Hughes năm tháng không được quên. Later, tôi đi học đại học Library many times. Just like that, she's disabled. Teacher with the strong will and determination is where many generations of students. And now let us hear a voice of someone who studied young become the boy of millions, a girl who stood up for education and yet passed the ultimate prize.
Mala Yusarai was born on July 12, 1997 in Wittipur, birthday of Pakistan, a region surrounded by mountains and rivers, but also deeply marked by treason and conflict. Its white extremists like the Taliban were raining control, they destroyed schools, burn television and bad music. Fortunately, they declared that girls shouldn't go to school.
The courage to speak out. At just 11 years old, Mala decides to go down to the side. She began writing a blog for the BBC Illustrated. Describing life under the Taliban, the fears of girls walking to school, the sour bones, the hopelessness of families who want their daughter to learn. She became the voice of thousands of girls who tried to speak. Her courage made her a target. In October 2012, on her way home from school, a masked Taliban man brought her to school bus and asked, "Who am I?" He shook her on the left side of her head. The war watched in horror, believing her young life was over. First, Mala survived. Months of treatment and recovery followed. She had lost parts of her hearing. She carried scars, but she never lost her spirit. Instead, she grew stronger. Mala led aside. They took the building with silence, but they felt out the silence come thousands of voices. A global voice for education. After recovery, she determined to continue instead of being silent. She stood before a world leader and demanded change, dedicated to ensuring that every girl around the world has got the right to 12 years of free, quality education. On the 16th of April, the United Nations used the word that of the world. One year, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Today, Mala is more than a survivor. She is a symbol of resilience, courage, and hope. And their story proves that even the youngest voice can challenge the darkest forces.
its wealth, its recognition, its score on our exam, or the medal on ourselves, or it's something different. Talking about the people we admire most, we just respect Nick Ujib not because he's the genius who resolved the mystery of universe. We admire Malala not because she not because her speeches on the UN, not because she chose to study when silence could be safer. Manila chose forgiveness instead of revenge. These people have a content quality that make admirable. Vision, yourself, reflection, and your respect.
Beyond the self, they wrote their stories. There's come a moment when the first act is likely about achievements or something greater. That question led us to beyond the self, the ability to see from the personal ambitions and focus instead of lasting effect. Throughout the history, countless individuals refused to be defined by limitations. They took control of their own stories. People like Gandhi, who chose service over comfort and led India to freedom. Mandela, who endured 37 years in prison and emerged protectionally reconciliation. And Mala, who risked her life to fight for girls' and visions. Their strength comes not from powers, but from purpose. Yet beyond the self isn't limited to world leaders. It lies in ordinary people, a doctor serving remote village, a teacher staying late for a struggling student, a volunteer giving time without recognition. So when this art has been planned, ask how many meanings you can create along the way. In the end, it's not what you take that defines us, but how you give.
Okay, now we go to the role license. As you know, we often people mainly grow in a society for talent and feel those one with brilliance and love. But the research tell a different story. Success is not about talent, it is about the mindset. Psychologists currently call this a mindset, a growth mindset. So really that's how we can be developed through effort, learning and resilience. These are opposites of a fixed mindset that's a can train. Is anyone who's in failure, not ability, but aversion. Michael Jordan, who analyzed from his high school graduate, instead of moving up, he trained hard and become one of the greatest players in history. Tom researched their time before inventing fiber, saying, I haven't failed, I just found 10,000 ways that's wrong. And if you fail, for example, you set by producer after producer, different because you believe that her story matters. In the end, the written people are no one extraordinary. They are the who choose to rule. So remember to be with this guy. Is there effort to not learn and proceed? That's what makes you extraordinary. One of the reasons those story movement because sometimes we see outside in them. They remind us what is possible when we should cause over to them, grow over the spirit, and meaning over him. Think of it. When we tell the story of Malala, Mandela, or a teacher will not be, we don't just admire them. We hope to witness their courage, their doubt, and their restoration.
These people live not through words, but truly does speak. They turn pain into meaning. They explain what it means to be human. They put does impact doesn't require reflection, only to pause. So maybe the next inspirational story is you. The question is, are you good enough? Are you brave enough to start? You don't have to be great to begin. You don't have to begin to become great. To live a meaningful life, you don't need fame or talent, only authenticity. As one poet wrote, some mend the sky, some raise the sea, some build the world, and I am left alive. And my start is simply to stay green. So believe in yourself, live fully, and stay true who you are.
Sarah.
For my work up to the possibility in Vietnam to 2000. Student top năm Miss Universe khi thời I think it's started writing songs and 12 won many Grammy Awards, known for empowering messages in her music. I think she is Taylor Swift.
that he was Christy Durham.
Before the presentation end, we will have a performance. This is a performed by